This is the Cats and Pudding Podcast. A melting pot of pudding. And now, here's Jen.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Cats and Pudding. And today I have this idiot here, Jeff Perla, on my show with me.
It's an honor to be here. I know you always interview people.
I do.
I obviously don't want to be fucking interviewed, so we're just going to eat and talk shit.
I'm just going to eat pudding. I'm going to move my microphone away. Even though I know you like big things in your face, but...
It's been a minute, actually. Well, it's been a week, so it's a while.
That's like 2 years for you, is a week. You haven't had anything
Correct.
in your face
in like a week, yeah.
Not even on
This
Pride?
whole Pride, I hooked up with no one.
How can that be possible?
I think I was too fucked up.
Because usually Jeff is the hookup king.
Yeah, like I can snag, but this weekend was just not my moment.
Well,
it also rained, like it was...
Well, you didn't. Well, you were like felt sweaty and messy. Like,
yeah, you know, when you're just like gross, and then you go to dinner with a friend, and then you're like, I got Alfredo, and I'm like, you just don't want to sit on a dick after you eat Alfredo, you know? Like, is that bad to say?
No, because I feel the same way. I don't want to be doing nothing after I just eat a big bowl of pasta.
Would you ever eat a guy's ass after you made him pasta?
Never.
Never?
No. I would
What
never,
about even if he showered?
Ass. No, I don't eat guys' asses. I don't like that.
It probably is just like that pudding you're eating.
No, it's not like this pudding I'm eating. Gross. It's not. I don't like to. I don't even love to suck dick. I'll be honest with you.
So what do? You're like a pillow princess? You just fucking lay there and you want to be appreciated and be like, tell me how much you love me and how beautiful I am.
No, because you totally No, I'm not like that. No, I like more like bondage and like, getting tied up and gagged and crazy stuff.
So you want to be like kidnapped?
Yeah, I want to be like raped. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, not now.
You want a Netflix documentary about yourself going missing. If that's not the scenario, you're out. This just took a dark turn.
This just went from a nice interview with Paul Borghese to this. If Paul was in the room right now after how nice we just had an interview to be talking to Jeff, it would be really
Thank God up. No one is in the room to hear this.
But now everybody's going to hear it now because it's going to be screwed up. But yeah, I don't, you know what? I used to, when I was younger, I didn't mind sucking dick, but now...
Well, now there's like nothing for
job.
That's okay.
I can't gain nothing out of it because I have everything. It's not like I got to do it to like get a pocketbook or
you just buy shit for yourself.
Right.
There's
like,
you don't need the gifts.
Honey, I want this. Oh, you know what? Let me give him a blowjob because he'll get me something. You know what I mean? Or I'll throw him one so he doesn't care if I go out tonight or whatever.
That's
now
fair.
I'm just like I don't care anymore.
Wait, Pride was obviously...
And I don't care what anybody says. Anybody could get upset over it and say that they don't do that. Yes, you do.
Everyone role plays.
No, but not only that. I'm talking about like you're gonna tell me that you don't give your man give him a little extra if you want something. And I don't mean like they're paying you for sex. I mean like you want to go out that night, you want to make him be happy before you go out or something like that.
Or like they did something that pissed you off, so you're going to bring it up like... Because I think fighting sex is beautiful. You know?
Yes, makeup sex is great.
I wouldn't say makeup, but like when you're pissed off at each other and that's just hot and heavy.
Yeah, that's hot and heavy.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I feel like that's the definition of you.
Hot. Yes, because there's a lot of passion there because you do love the person.
You're very aggressive.
What?
You're very aggressive.
Yeah, I'm aggressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so it was Pride, obviously, this past week, and we were all asking each other these weird questions, and I feel like you'd be into this question. If aliens came down from space right now, and you couldn't tell anybody, and they said, we're going to take you away with us for 1 year, and you couldn't tell anybody you were leaving, would you go with them knowing they'd bring you back in 1 year? So you'd basically be missing for a year. But you'd be with aliens.
And I couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell one person. You would just be like a missing person on the TV for a year.
I mean, the aliens would have to be like offering me something. Am I going to be like?
Yeah, but like you'd have the experience of a lifetime. What if you come back here?
Experiment? Are they going to be shoving like freaking
probes up your ass?
Probes up my ass and my nose. Like if I was just there to experience something cool, I'd say yeah, but I don't want to be an experiment and like say that they're experimenting on me or using my uterus as like a pod for an alien or something. Like, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Even if they wiped out my memory, I would probably say no. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would do it, But the problem is I have children because I could not tell.
I don't think your kids would care. I think they'd be like, thank
They'd
God.
probably be happy.
They'd be like, thank God you got this. They'd already like think you were dead. And then you'd come back and be like, give me all my fucking
I'd
shit
be
back.
cleaned
Can you
out.
imagine the
I'd
fights
be
that would
so
happen if your
cleaned
kids.
out.
Oh my God. I don't even know if they'd be happy to see you after a year.
No, because I'd have to reclaim all my pocketbooks and my shoes. They would not give them back. It wouldn't happen.
Can you imagine your business though? If you went missing for 1 year, everybody would be like running in for business. Everybody would think you were so famous. You'd be on the news everywhere. It'd be good press.
It would be a lot. It would be great press, but it would have to. I don't know. It would depend on what they were gonna do. If it was just,
I think they would maybe bring you back before you're. They'd be like, please get this bitch off the spaceship. She's gotta go.
No, she has to go. She's too bossy.
They'd be like, the amount of conspiracies coming out of her mouth. I can't listen to one more thing. Like, she's gotta go.
Would you do it?
Of course, I would do it. I think it'd be so fun. Like, I think it would be so fun to just go see something different that nobody else has done.
And they you would be okay with just leaving and dropping.
I feel like for you and I, one of the things that we're very similar on is we're not like, you bought a Prada bag, so now I want a Prada bag.
Right.
Like, I would buy the YSL bag because nobody has it, and I don't want to like follow the thing. So the fact that nobody's like been abducted by aliens and has shared the experience, I would want to be the ringleader and just see what happens.
I mean,
like, I'd rather come back with like half a limb and share the experience and be like, yeah, you've never done this before, you know?
I did it, and I came back.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, I guess I guess I would probably do it for that reason. Yes, I would say I would want to be the first one to experience it, but I don't know if I would be able to leave without telling my kids I'm going. I think that would bother me. If I was able to get a message to them, then I would say, because I think I would be. I know that they would worry.
It's fair.
It would be sad. I mean, I know you think I know they probably say that they wouldn't be sad if I was gone, but I think they would be sad after 3 days.
Yeah. Well, I think they don't know how to function without you, which I think is fair to say.
It's pretty sad.
Like, my parents are visiting today, and I feel like we're both very self-sufficient. Well, actually, this is a weird question. Do you think you have a favorite child?
It depends on what day it is. Yeah.
It's fair.
I think you're their favorite.
I think, going back to what you said, it comes in waves. We're like, right now, I'm like with my parents, and so all they do is talk shit about the other two.
Right.
But then I guarantee when they see my sister tomorrow, they'll probably talk shit about me or like something. But I guess you kind of do that too.
Of course I do when I'm mad. Of course I talk about the other kids if I'm pissed off at them. As soon as they walk out of the room, I say something. I'm like, can you believe her? She's such a fucking asshole. Like, what is wrong with her? No, I do. I say that, but it's not that I wouldn't say it right to their face. I would totally say it right to their face.
I've witnessed.
They annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on the kid. Some days, sometimes I'm closer to Geraldine. Sometimes I'm closer to Ava. Sometimes I'm closer to Victoria. But right now they're saying like but now that Ava's home, I don't care about anybody but Ava, which is kind of true. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I think right now she needs the attention because she just needs the attention.
But she's like your last one that you're trying to like help grow. You know, like the other two, like, hate to say it, they are who they are. They're never going to change.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you hit a certain age and that's it. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, you just, no one, they could say whatever they want to you. No one's going to change anything.
I do agree with that. I think that they are who they are right now, and that's it. Geraldine that's it. She's set in her ways. Victoria's set in her ways.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Ava is still. I can still kind of.
She's moldable.
A little bit.
Yeah.
She is moldable.
Like, she's still learning things, and I feel like she's open to a lot of things.
Do you think you're still moldable?
No.
No.
I think you think I'm moldable, and I'm not moldable.
I think I molded you.
You think you push shit on me, and I just let you have your moment, and then.
No, I think I've had an impact on the way you think in the last couple of years.
Would you like to share?
I think that you swing more conservatively now than you did when I first met you, and I think that I had some good sound impact of that.
I would like to say that I would say I'm pretty much kind of like a middle ground. I would say my agreeing with you in this statement is I think the way the world is makes me not so liberal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I think there was a moment 4 years ago that I did say, and I was very liberal, only because of the fact of everything that was going on in the world. Whereas now I feel like everyone is so sick of what was going on in the world that it was like the agenda was pushed so much, and I hate all of them.
Yes.
And I almost like, for me, you know, I wish there was like no political party. I wish you could just vote on a person.
But I don't consider myself a Republican. I just
yes, you do.
No,
Shut up.
Because there's people on the right that I can't stand. There's a
like
lot.
Who?
There's a lot of rhinos I don't like. I don't like Mitch McConnell. I don't like. There's a lot of people in the Congress I can't stand. I don't like any of. There's a lot of people I don't like. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is a.
Oh my, she's a fucking cunt.
She's a nut. But I like her. I agree with her what she says about the border. I do that, but I think she's kooky. There's a lot of people that I don't like. It doesn't mean just because I swing more to the right doesn't mean I like everything about that party.
But don't you think about it like this? Like, you're not one. You're a person, right? Like nobody. I think the way the world's working now is nobody wants to be put in a box. And the one thing that everyone is still trying to put in a box is politics.
Yeah.
And you're not this,
but
and you're not that.
With the left is much less tolerable than the right is. If you don't like them, especially the all the way to the left, if you don't agree with them, they go crazy. They start yelling. They start screaming. Where the people on the right are not like that. They're more sensible. They'll talk to you. They'll listen to you. I had a fight with Doreen at work the other day. She was screaming at me like a crazy person. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not yelling at you. I mentioned the debate. She doesn't want to hear Trump's name, and she just flew off the handle. I said, I can say whatever I want. First of all, this is my business. If I want to walk in and ask somebody if they watched the debate, I'm allowed to do that. I am allowed. Because you don't want to hear Trump, you're going to jump up and start screaming and say, no. But that's my problem with the left, all the way to the left, the far left. If you don't agree with them, they go crazy. So they are not tolerant. And they're supposed to be the side of tolerance. They're not tolerant.
I think no matter what side you're on, you should be able to hold a conversation.
But I think that the right is better at that. The right will talk. I feel that people on the right will be, they'll make fun of people, and I think we're funnier because we're more witty. I think they just, or everybody else all the way to the left is crybabies. It's like they all need a hug. They have to stop. But, I think that...
Girl, you need a hug more than I need a hug.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't consider myself... I consider myself... I don't want to say a MAGA Republican. I would say I'm more to the right than I'm into the left, but I'm in the middle. I'm for common sense. I don't...
But I think as a business owner for you, I can be understanding of... And I'm not aging you, but I'm saying, like, between, like, your age, you're a business owner, you've lived a life. Like, I understand why for you would be more conservative. I think as you get older, I feel like I see more and more people
get more
conservative, where a lot more younger people are like, I want to be free, I want to do this.
Because they don't have to live in the real world, because they're not paying for anything, they're living under their parents. Of course, I was a stone cold liberal when I was a kid, too. I'm not.
It gives more rebellious vibes.
Yes, but I still don't. I don't think I think I'm more conservative, but I don't more to the conservative side. But I still think I'm more in the middle for most things. Like, I'm not completely against abortion. I'm not completely. I love gays. I mean, I have a pride party every year. You know what I'm saying? But I think that even people that they say on the right, the more of the people that are on the right now. Everybody I know that is more swinging more to the right, it has no problem with any of these things either. I think the people now on the right are in the middle. That I would think that they would have been John F. K. Republican, John F. K.
But you want to know what I think the big thing is I think, let's say, and I know, well, Trump, for example, right? Mm-hmm. I think he gave a face to what I'm viewing as white trash. Mm-hmm. That, like, soft spot in the middle of America that, like, has 3 teeth. They dropped out of school at, like, 8th grade, and, like, they are disgusting. They're not educated, and Trump gave them a face and a place in the world, being like, oh, he's our guy, he fucking hates this, or our guns, whatever the case is, right? And that's the problem, that he gave these people a voice almost when they shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
But everybody should have a voice. Just because you don't like somebody from Middle America doesn't mean that.
I didn't say I don't like someone from Middle America.
See how you're being prejudiced against somebody too? That's being prejudiced
I don't care. I will never associate with somebody like that.
But so then if them saying they wouldn't associate you with you're gay, it's saying the same thing. So you're being just as prejudiced, so that's wrong. So you can't. Then
That's how I feel.
Okay, so if they feel that because they're Christian that maybe they don't feel that way about you, then you can't get mad because you feel see. So there's prejudice everywhere. So how about this? Live and let live, and nobody could get upset.
I think that's fair.
Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So I'm saying this is where I have to show people on the left where they're hypocritical.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying. If you could vote based on a person, and I'm sure there's people like you,
about Trump.
you could
I like the way Trump is because he's honest. Every politician is a liar and smiles in your face. At least he says what's on his mind. And first of all, Trump was a Democrat his whole life.
But I'm saying, as a person, I feel like if he came out and said, I like gay people, let's fix gun laws, I don't give a fuck about abortion, which I truthfully feel like is probably his mind. I think that's probably is his mind, but he can't lose the rest of the people who vote for him, and that's the problem.
Well,
so he can't say those things because he will lose all those people.
He did say that the other night. He says, I'm not getting rid of abortion. He says, but he says it's to the states. He goes, I'm not getting rid of the whatchamacallit, the morning after pill. He said that. He says, I understand. He said the other night, I understand. I'm proportion if it's rape, incest, life threatening. That's what Trump said the other night. He didn't say I totally am against abortion. He didn't say that. He never said he was. He had to not say he wasn't because he was being represented by the Republican Party, and he's not even really a Republican. He's been a Democrat his whole life.
Yeah,
he's been a Democrat his whole life. He used to hang out with Chuck Schumer. The Cuomo's were his friends. So it's not like he wasn't on that. He went to the party that took him so that he can run because he said it the other night. I am only running. He says, I could be living my best life right now. I could be living on one of my properties, living out my life. I'm a billionaire. He's got a care on the world. He ran because Joe Biden and his predecessor did so much damage to this country that he wants to fix it. And I believe that when he says that. I believe he wants everybody's life better. That I believe. I believe that in my heart he does. I believe collectively as America, he loves this country and he wants everybody else to love this country. And we should love the country that we live in. How do you live in a country that you say you hate? Then why are you here? Then leave.
I would say I hate the way it's run.
Well, because there are assholes that are running it because they're only doing it out of greed. They're doing.
But don't you think it would be nice if you couldn't make a career out of government?
No, there should be term limits.
Thank you.
100%.
Like I think when you put these assholes in and they're in it for life, it's like obviously someone's going to be corrupt and they're going to be stuck.
You voted for one. You voted for Joe Biden.
I did.
That's who you voted for. But Trump is for. He said it out for term limits. He wants to set term limits. He's been saying that since he first came in. We need to cut it off. Trump thinks
for everybody though, like no Supreme Court, like none of this shit.
But Supreme Court, I could see it because they're on. Look
how trash half those people are, literally.
Like who?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not in the Supreme Court. She's in the House.
Who's the girl?
What girl?
I'd have to Google.
Ketanji Jackson?
No, there's a girl who's a major cunt.
Who? The Barron?
No, hold on.
Is she white or black?
White.
Who? The one that Trump put in, the Christian?
I'm not thinking of someone help me here. Who is
Barron?
it? Well, I hate her too, but it's not her. I love her daughter, though. I think her daughter's so funny.
Who? Who are you talking about?
I'm looking up the names right now. When I see the name, I'll know.
Oh, my God. Did Trump put her in?
Yes.
The one who's the Christian? She's very smart. She's a smart woman. Why do you not like her?
Oh, Amy Barrett. That's who I hate.
Why do you not like her?
Oh, my God. Have you ever seen her, just speak?
What are you talking about?
I think it's so demeaning. And just her, I don't know.
Well, I think she's brilliant. She was the only one that was sitting at the when she was being interviewed by Congress. She didn't even have a note with her. She just did it on memory. She has adoptive children. She's
just
married.
because you're educated in terms of like what you want to say doesn't mean you can memorize something. I don't understand
why you don't like her.
Why do you like her? Give me an example.
Because I think she's a brilliant woman. I think she's a smart woman. I loved what she was saying when she was being interviewed as a court justice. She has adoptive children. She adopted kids from Africa, kids from China.
I mean, just because you adopt somebody from Africa or China doesn't make you a good person.
She's a brilliant woman. She raises a family. She does everything. That's what I love about her as a woman. She didn't give up her role as a woman to just be a Supreme Court justice. She still wanted to raise a family, and she did. She went to college. She still raised her family. She still was a wife to her husband. I just think that's beautiful that she did that. And if you listen to her talk, she's very intelligent. She's very smart. You think Ketanji Jackson is smart?
No.
She's the biggest fucking racist on the face of the earth.
I'm not
She
debating
hates
any of these people.
everybody.
I think they all should be
She's
wiped
a
clean.
racist. She's a racist.
I would love a wipe clean of the government and we just start fresh.
Well, we need to get people in there that we should have that. But
I also think you should not be 80 years old.
No, but if you're a with it 80-year-old, I think it's fine. Listen,
Who's a with it 80-year-old? You should just be
Trump
chilling.
is with it.
I feel like if you can't fly a plane at even 65, you shouldn't be able to run a country.
Yeah, but there's people who are smart. I mean, and who still run their companies at that age. I mean, if you're with it and you could do it, doesn't mean that athletically you can run a marathon. But your mind is still there.
I think if this country voted and said, let's see what the age ceiling should be for government officials, I bet everybody would vote not above like 70 or something.
I would say 75.
Yeah,
that's fine. 75, because I think that somebody who's smart, who's older, who's more, who's has a lot of life experience. That's who I would want there. That's what I want. I want somebody who's got life experience. I think that people
so someone who's in their 50s, you don't think someone who's 45 could run the country?
No,
Why?
No. I don't think that they have enough. They think it's middle age. The middle age midlife crises. They're worried about other things. They didn't do.
I'm going to pivot this. When was your midlife crisis? Do you think you had a midlife crisis?
I think I totally had a midlife crisis.
When was your midlife crisis?
When I was 40. When I was 40.
40? 40 on the dot?
42, 43.
Why?
I just...
is it a feeling or something happens?
No, I think I started worrying more about how really, I was crazy about how I looked, and I was doing a lot of fillers and Botox then, and I just felt, I just felt like I was worried about getting older. 40 was worse than being 30.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You feel more adult?
No, it was a hard age.
For visuals,
yeah.
Visuals.
No, I don't know. It was the number was hard. I when I turned 30, I was like, yeah, right. And then when I turned 40, it was just like,
you're like, what the fuck are we doing
and
here?
then I turned 50, and I was like, I'm cool. I was just like, that's cool. All right, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm 50.
So 40 is a tough one.
40 was tougher than 50. 50 was easier. 50 was like, yeah, okay, I'm with it. I'm cool. I'm all right. I'm chilling vibes.
So what happens?
What about you?
I don't think I've hit my midlife crisis yet.
Well, you're not ready for that. I'm saying, didn't you? How did you feel when you hit in your 30? When you hit 30?
I think the number was scary, and what I find weird is I feel like in a gay world, 30 is old.
It's old.
So there's people.
And we know that, and wait till you guys.
Yeah, I think 30 in gay years is
50
old to people. Where once you hit 30. It's super chill. No one thinks about it, but there's people who will message me and be like, "Oh my God, you're 30?" And I'm like, "I'm 31." And they're like, "Ew." I'm like, "Why is that ew?"
Why is that ew?
I was like, "You're DMing me."
Right.
It's you're obviously attracted or something or whatever. I was like, "Why is that
think
ew?"
You're too old for them?
Yes. Which, listen, to hook up with someone who's 21 and be 31, it does feel there. You see a difference.
Of course, there's a difference.
Yeah. I can't relate to them.
No.
They have no job. They don't know what the fuck. It's just not.
But
it.
If you were 50, would you date somebody who was 21?
No.
You would. No.
Here's the thing. I think hooking up is different than dating. Like if I'm gonna have to like
Why do
listen to
straight
your
men think
stories,
differently?
listen to your friends, listen to like there's a lot that comes with literally dating someone.
Yes.
Like it's not just me and you dating. It's
No,
like
'cause then
you
you
have
have
to
your-
sign up for my friends. You have to sign up for my parents
Right.
and my family and
Right.
what
gotta
I'm
sign up for
into.
everybody.
Like if I'm 50 and I'm dating someone who's 21,
You're signing
they
up for
still want to
everything.
go out. I have to, go to their best friend's 21st birthday party. Like I don't want to do that. I don't even want to go now when I'm 31.
You know what I love? Well, why do heterosexual men do that?
Because I think most men lead with the head of their penis.
And
so if they're going to get it and all they got to do is like pay the rent that they're already paying and some dumb, broke, blonde bimbo wants to move in, go for it,
That's it. And they don't care because
they don't care.
They're going. So, would you find gay men are smarter in that way, and they wouldn't go out with somebody that much younger?
I think they would feel like somebody in my position, right? Like I feel like I'm doing, fairly well, like career Jeff businessy wise, that I think if I met somebody younger, I'm not necessarily looking for like a partner necessarily. I just want somebody who like fits in with my life. Like I don't need something from anybody. Where I feel like a lot of these like straight men kind of get off on having somebody younger feel like they need them and they want them because they don't have a leg to stand on.
Right.
And I think those straight men are kind of those type of people who like the old school views almost that like they want to cater to a woman, like feel wanted and like, they're like, I got it, baby, don't worry. Like they
Right.
like that kind of shit. And that young girl's going to gas him up and make him feel good about himself.
meanwhile, they don't
Where
give a-
you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
You'd be like, your shoes are ugly. Why you wearing this? You know what I mean? Like you would just like talk shit about it, which is fine.
Of course, I would say
Yeah.
that.
But like, I feel like
my shoes are wrong.
I'm not going to say middle-aged women, but like middle-aged women are more like comfortable. They don't give a fuck. They're
Right.
confident with who they are. Younger girls, they're not confident.
No.
They could talk
No.
a big game all day. They're not confident.
they're
They
not
don't have fucking $1,000 in their bank account.
No.
Like they've got nothing. Nothing.
And they're gonna talk up. So if they're gonna
all they have is their body. When you're 21, you are a
That's all
body.
and that's it.
And that's it,
That's all you want.
So
so that's but I like.
So it's unfortunate for women, your age, because you are going to get the shit end of the stick when it comes
No,
to
we
stuff
do.
like that.
We totally do.
Because the straight
get
men-
the shit end of the stick. It's crazy.
Straight men are assholes.
They are assholes. Well, not all of them, but some of them.
Most are. But we need them for some reason,
No, but I not all of them. I have to say that there are a handful that are screwed up, but there are good men out there. There are good men out there.
Then why are you single?
But I've been with somebody since I'm 18 years old. I've been in a relationship. So now I'm single now. So maybe I need to be in a relationship with me.
That's fair.
I think it's time for me to be with Jen and learn to be in a relationship
Just like
with Jen.
internally, yeah. And now that your kids are out, you can like do your own thing.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to find somebody who can do what I want to do.
And tie you up.
Yeah, tie me up. Yeah. But I want to listen. But I want to. That's
Jen
part
wants
of
to
it.
be
I
found
wanna
in a
be
trunk, tied up, and
gagged.
then
No.
you could say, "Oh, we're just doing this because you said you wanted this."
No, but I want somebody who wants to like travel with me
Yeah.
and do things that I like to do and support me with what I want to do. And I feel like, I haven't found that person who really wants to do that. I think most of the guys I've been with in my life want to rule over me and they want to make me they want to keep me down. They're not happy that I've moved up. I feel like that
I feel like you've never been with someone who pushes you to be better.
No,
if that
I
makes
feel
sense.
like that they're either jealous that I'm better or they don't want me to be better because they're jealous of who I might meet. You know what I mean? Or they might be jealous of who that I might look at them and say, "What am I doing with them?" I don't know. It's just really weird. It's like, and but I'm totally not that person. If I love you, I love you, and if I want to be with you, I'm going to be with you. But I don't want to be anybody's mommy anymore.
That's fair.
I really don't. I don't. And I laugh and I look at and I'm like, and I definitely don't want to date anybody younger than me because I definitely don't want to raise another person. So
I see you with older.
yeah, I do. I need to be with somebody a little bit older, I think.
Yeah.
I think I need to be with somebody who's established, and I think I need to be somebody who's very successful. I need to be with somebody who could do what I want at the drop of a hat. That's what I want.
But you want to know what's weird is I feel like you don't try.
It's not that I don't try. I was just
Like
in a
what
relationship
if you just start swiping on, a dating app or something?
I could do that.
You're not a swiper?
No, I'm not a swiper. I'm not a swiper. I'd have to meet somebody old school, like through a friend in a bar.
Like someone just knocks your purse in the street,
like,
and then he's like, "Oh, let me pick this up for you."
Cute. Like I'm at a store and he's grabbing the top to a pajama set, and I'm grabbing the bottom to a pajama set. Like that's a meet cute.
What about like a Patty Stanger, like $1 million matchmaker situation? Do you think you would trust somebody to hook you up with someone based on like a test?
I would love to see who they would find for me. I told you that they're developing a show that I just sent it a video with that it's for women over 50, successful women over 50, getting match made for with men who can't find men, who can't find comparable men.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how these beautiful, powerful, smart women, they don't have a partner because it's so hard to find men who first of all can deal with a woman who's powerful, deal with a woman who has is business smart, who has a thriving business, and it's just
Well, I feel like for you want to meet somebody like who's gonna bring as much to the table as maybe you're bringing to the table, right?
That's what I want now.
Yeah.
I didn't before. I didn't care, but now I realize it's not going to work any other way. I just feel like it's just not going to work. I think
even for just life, right? Like you want to be able to travel, you want to be able to go shopping, you want to be able to like do fun things that somebody who doesn't have that same drive as you either can't do or doesn't even want to do.
And that's okay for them if they don't want to do it. But you know what? Now I'm at the time in my life where like I want to enjoy my life. I want to have fun. Yeah. I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where do you want to travel to? Where do you want to go? Like what's missing that you're like, I've never been, but I really want to go?
I mean, you give me a beach and a drink. I don't drink anymore anyway. But I
was like, let's just remember a time that I saw you on the floor of a bar during COVID on mushrooms. And you were wasted, and I was like, "What the fuck is she on?" And then every time I talk to someone new, they're like, "Oh, she's drunk." And then I talk to someone else, like, "Wait, I gave her mushrooms." I was like, "This all is making sense." Why she's acting? I think that's the last time I saw you. That's the last time I saw you really fucked up.
I was wasted. I don't know why I even took mushrooms. I go, what am I? 5? What am I? 20? And then I just thought it was a good idea at the time to take a magic mushroom, and it totally wasn't a good idea at all.
You want to know what's funny is that was the day that you were like, I'm so hungry, and I was like, all right, like let's go get snacks. And you went to my fridge, and you were like, how do you live like this? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I just buy things when I want them, but I don't keep anything in my apartment. Like I'm only there like 15 days a month. Like I don't have snacks.
We have to post that refrigerated video again. Everybody loved that video. That was so funny. I was pulling the most random things.
What was in my fridge? Do you remember?
Those mochi
ice cream, which I believe were yours.
But they were freezer burned. No, they weren't mine. They were freezer burned. They had freaking frost all over them. There was ketchup, and then there was like pickles. That was it.
I would never have pickles.
No, pickle was something. What was it? It was like random. It was, I don't know what it was. It was something else in a jar that was in there.
I don't know.
It was just
pesto.
It was pesto and no pasta. Just pesto, something. I was like, this is.
And then we went to the grocery store, and I was like, oh, like. You bought me a whole bunch of snacks or something. And then we're walking out the door, and there's like this little cactus, and you're like, I'm taking this. I give enough money to the government. And I was like, thanks for my new house plan. And you stole this cactus from me. I stole the cactus. And I was like, that's fair. I was like, it's cute.
It was fair.
I still have it.
I know.
It's still alive.
You love it. Do you take care of it?
I mean, it's not very hard to take care of.
You know
if you suck at plants, buy a cactus, you water it once a month, it's still fucking alive.
It doesn't die.
It's not dying.
It's a good plant because it won't die.
I sometimes think you maybe put some like juju on it, that it's like still there. Maybe there's like a camera in it that you're like, Jeff, where are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm out. And you're like, you're home, bitch. Not. Answer your phone.
Answer your phone. I know you're home. Do you think that you are gonna? Do you think that you're gonna find somebody in like to marry? Do you think that that's what's gonna happen with you?
I think that's a good goal, but I don't think they live in the U.S. I don't think so. I think we gotta outsource. I feel like I've been around the block for like
90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah, like I feel like I've done this for 10 years and it's just me and my right hand and I've gotten nowhere.
And fucked everybody in New York.
Definitely not. I've got a lot to go.
A lot. You've been a lot.
I'm like less than 100. For actual sex, less than 100.
100
Blowjobs
people.
don't count.
How many blowjobs do you think you had?
I couldn't tell you that.
1,000? That's Jeff.
I would say between 500 and 1,000.
And you have,
But that's like brushing your teeth in the morning. They could come over, you do it in 10 minutes, they leave, you shake hands, and you're like, peace.
So basically a blowjob is like shaking hands, basically.
Yeah.
Really?
How many guys, like, I know you're not a guy, but the guys here, I guarantee all of them don't wash their hands after they pee. It's just like normal. Like
So,
my dick is like touching my arm, you know? It's the same shit. It's not like you pee on your hand.
But I'm just saying,
You know?
I couldn't give 1,000 blowjobs in my lifetime.
Well, you
That's
must
a
not
lot.
brush your teeth either, so.
No,
So basically when I'm your age,
swallow?
no, I have to like kind of appreciate your company if I'm going to swallow.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate swallowing. I gag.
Well, if you can't even blow someone, how are you going to
It's
swallow?
not that I can't. It's just that I don't. There's no reason for me to anymore.
Mm.
Like there has to be it has to be something attached to it now.
Maybe this is why you're single.
No, it's not. It's totally not. It's not like I didn't do it and I wasn't good at it when I was younger. I just now as I got older, I was
like, the lips got to do something,
I'm
right?
too tired to do it now. I'm tired.
The lips got to do
I
something.
have to have a reason now to do it. Like I feel like haven't been motivated.
I think
need
when the
some
right guy comes
motivation.
along, actually, let's talk shit about this for a second. You recently went on a date, not a date, but you were maybe like texting someone, but then he sent you an explicit photo. Do you think
Yeah.
explicit photos are not for you or like people you're.
I don't like that. I don't know. It kind of turns me off when people do that to me. I think that.
But do you ask for it or he just blindly sent
it was
that?
just blindly sent it to me. I'm like, all right, well, I won't be talking to you anymore.
You didn't send one back?
No, I don't like that. I thought it was intrusive. And how did he know that I even really wanted to hang out with him? Like, for you to do that to me was just like, you're assuming that I'm going to have sex with you.
Like, give it up, yeah.
Maybe I just liked you and gave you my phone number to talk to you because I wanted to get to know you as a friend. And now you're sending me dick. What are we, 16? Like,
Yeah, but like, I feel like people send them to me all the time and it's kind of like
you're
a.
31, I'm 54. Like, it's a big difference now.
Do dicks get uglier with age? I don't even know.
Totally get uglier with age.
Like, what happens? They sag?
Shrivel, the balls, they look like eggplants. It's like, it's really fucking scary. Like, my
Does the hardness go down?
I don't know.
Like,
if
does
it's
the firmness of a dick at 30 feel like a firmness of a dick at 55?
Well, most guys now are on Viagra when they're my age now.
Well, as long as it's hard, it's fine.
That doesn't stop.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think that they look, I don't ever thought dicks were pretty.
So that's why you didn't like the dick pic then?
I just think it's intrusive.
But do you take naked photos of yourself? I feel like you do like all this cosmetic shit. You don't take like photos of yourself because
I'll
you're
be
feeling
honest with
yourself?
you, I haven't taken any of myself. You know what? When we were me and Ray first started dating, we always used to take pictures of me. You know, I would take a lot of pictures of myself. I don't know. I just don't. I guess because in the last couple of years, I felt heavier or whatever. Now that I lost weight, maybe I'm gonna start.
Yeah, but like, you know when you get out of the shower and you just look down, sometimes you're like, oh, this is hot. It's like a steamy. You just take a selfie in the mirror. You don't have to send it, but like when your tits are flopping, you're like, damn, my tits look really good today. Let me just snag a photo real quick.
You know what? When you're older, you don't think that way. You're just happy to get out of the shower without having a heart attack. like Jesus Christ, I can get it in bed.
But your tits look good. You got them done. Like they're like,
I know,
they're
but I don't
good.
know. I think maybe because I've been there, done that. I think it's different now. I think when you're older, it's different. I don't know. I think it's more like things are more like I rather more things more playful and more like affectionate more than sexual. Maybe does that make sense?
I think if I ever saw you be affectionate with someone being like, oh baby, I got this, don't worry, and you like rub someone and be like, ew, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like, this is so not you. Like, I feel like unless you look at some guy and you're like, here, eat this fucking thing. Like, I'd be like, that's when I know she's into you. That's when I'm like, oh, she likes him. If I saw you, like, rub the back of some guy's head, I'd be like, what the fuck is she on?
Honey, could you imagine?
I'd be running around the room being like,
so cringe.
who gave Jen mushrooms? That's what I would ask.
What drug did you put in Jen's food?
I was like, she's being way too nice right
stop
now.
putting mushrooms in my food, so I start doing that, I think.
No.
So if I start acting like that, and anybody, Jeff.
If Jen
spiked
shows you
my-
affection, she did some shit.
Jeff spiked my food with mushrooms,
Yeah.
with magic mushrooms. I don't know. I know that's what you're gonna do to me one day.
You're just not
Just
affectionate.
don't do it to me when I'm at work, please.
Trust me, I don't want to deal with it at work either. I was like, I will not do it there. I will not do it there. Maybe at like a Hamptons party, because that would be funny. You would like end up in the pool being like, oh, water, and everybody like, get this bitch out of the pool. That's what would happen.
I would jump right in the pool.
You would
before I
jump
left
right in the
party.
pool.
When nobody else is in the pool, I would jump right in. You know that. I was gonna do it the other day at Vanessa Gordon's party. I was totally jumping in.
I mean,
the
that shit
pool.
was hot.
Vanessa, we loved your party, but it was fucking hot. At the party. It was
Next
hot.
year, let's do a pool party.
Yes, and we're gonna do a pride pool party next year too.
Oh yeah, hopefully they open the fucking pool.
If they open the fucking pool, we could have went in the pool. 'cause
Hopefully it's in 2024, because I'm
They
not
said
going
they
back to
were.
that place until there's a pool. I was like,
You're not going back there. It was only that one time. That one.
well,
week?
they wanted me to do like a weekly gig, but I was like, until there's working water, like I can't be
Yeah.
on cement. And New York is hot.
It's too hot. And then there's no reprieve on that roof. I mean, it's a beautiful view.
The
It's
view is
gorgeous.
sick. It's gonna be amazing when there's a pool, but until there's a pool, I could find somewhere else to
Salinas,
go on a
please
Sunday.
fix your pool, and I will totally
Skinny
plug
dip
you.
in the pool,
And we'll come in and we'll skinny dip because Jeff's gonna give me magic mushrooms, and I'm gonna skinny
and
dip.
Jen's gonna
people.
drown and have a lawsuit. All right, well, this has been so fun.
I know it's been a great show. Will you come back and sit with me as my guest again next time?
I guess
He's
I'll
always
think
behind
about
the
it.
Scenes. He's always sitting in the corner over there, and I'm always saying, what's funny is I always wind up talking to you while I'm talking to someone.
I'm
else.
aware.
Right? I
Yeah.
always feel like I have to bring you in.
I'm like your safe space. You feel
Right,
like you
right.
can.
If I lose focus, like I'll look over at you and I'll think of another question while I'm talking to you, because then I feel safe, like I'm having
Yeah.
a conversation. I don't know. It's like I feel better talking to you at some point during the conversation, and I can pick it back up with them. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
We're just zodiac sign sisters, you know.
He's my sister.
Who?
Well, Jeff, tell
Pain in the
everybody
ass.
where we can find you on social media.
If it's not in Jen's story, it's at Jeff Perla. It's pretty much on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Perla.
Yeah.
There
Jeff
he
and
is.
Jen.
Jeff and Dan.
Tune in
together.
to Antarctica in 2025 February, and we'll have great
Oh
content.
my God, we're going to Antarctica in February. Him and I. Yes, it's going to be
A
It's going to
time.
be a time. And we're definitely going to get good footage of that. Right? Don't you think?
And maybe you'll see me before that, but
Well, I'll try to make as many shows as I can because we might not be coming back. We might get lost in Antarctica. We might get. Well, they might not find us there.
maybe your man is going to be the captain of the boat.
Maybe I'll marry a penguin.
That's
Maybe-
your next
yes,
step.
That's my next
Bestiality.
step. Bestiality. Yeah.
Got it.
I tried men. I have to try another species. I think that'll help me.
And that is cats and pudding.
And that is Cats and Pudding, everybody. Have a great day, and thanks for coming on, Jeff. Talking about bestiality. Everybody, please watch us on Apple, on YouTube, and on Spotify. Have a great day.
Bye.
Oh, I just hit the microphone.